Hi there, welcome back to another video. I am so excited because we are finally launching the individual items from the advent calendar that we had last year, and on top of that we also have a couple of new products that we'll be adding to the store as well. So there's a lot to get through, so I will just go ahead and get started. So we have 3 new dashboards that we are going to be releasing. 2 of them are from the advent calendar, and we have a new custom dashboard available. So this is going to be our monogram 2nd edition custom dashboard. So starting with the custom dashboard, this one is going to be available in our regular vellum finish, which most of you are probably familiar with. So there is going to be the option to customize the monogram as well as the text underneath. So you could have your monogram, your initials, and then your full name at the bottom, or you could have the monogram initials at the top with an inspirational quote at the bottom. So you have the flexibility of customizing this a lot more compared to our previous dashboards that we have available. There is also going to be another option where you can just have the initials and no text underneath, which is what I have currently in my agenda. So if we go to this page, so this is my business section in my planner. So I just have here the initials NPC without any subheadings underneath there. So this one is actually printed on 180 GSM regular vellum, so it's quite thick. One thing I would recommend though to maintain the longevity of your vellum is to have a divider or a clear frosted plastic dashboard on top of your vellum so that it protects it against scratching, because this material is quite delicate, so that is something to keep note of. The other 2 dashboards that we'll be releasing are these 2 milk vellum dashboards, which were a part of our advent calendar. The first one here is Ways to Fuel the Soul, and the other one is our Elegance and Simplicity dashboard with a little excerpt there. Now the difference between our milk vellum and regular vellum is that our milk vellum is a lot more durable than our regular vellum. You can also see that there is some difference in opacity as well. So if you enjoy layering your dashboards, I would recommend going with the regular vellum dashboard, but the cool thing about the milk vellum is that it's a lot more durable. It's also water resistant and also tear resistant, so it's a lot more durable and will definitely last a lot longer in your agenda. So those are the 3 dashboards that are going to be available, and I just love how the vellum layers over the milk vellum, so that's also another beautiful layering technique. And the next item that we have is our dual pocket planner pocket inserts. So with the A5 size specifically, because it's the size that I use, and I know a lot of you guys also use A5, these pockets will fit our sticker sheets perfectly, as well as our transparent sticky notes. So that's something that you can use to organize your stickers and transparent sticky notes. Otherwise, you can also put your journaling cards in or other paraphernalia. Although the sticker sheets and transparent sticky notes will fit in the A5 size, the pocket size will vary across the different sizes. So here we have the other sizes available. Here is the A6 size, and you can see the difference in the pocket size right away between the A6 and A5. This one here is the personal size compared to the A5. It's a little bit smaller, but you still have a substantial amount of space to put things in. This is the personal / FC compact size. So it is again the same height but a little bit narrower. Here we have the half letter. Half letter is a little bit skinnier. Let's see if the half letter will fit stickers in. It's not something I've tested yet, but yes, it looks like it will fit our sticker sheets in. And here we have the classic HP size in comparison to the A5. It will definitely fit our sticker sheets and larger items because of how long the pockets are. And lastly, the pocket size. So the pocket size, as you can see, is a lot smaller than the A5 size. So you'll definitely not be able to fit any sticker sheet. But some fun things that you may want to consider putting in this size pockets are photos or smaller pieces of deco. And next up we have this A6 daily agenda notepad, which is undated. It has 50 sheets per notepad. There are little details to kind of motivate you throughout the day, like this little phrase that says do your best today, because that's all we can do is our best. So this notepad is divided into a few sections. We have at the top here our most pressing tasks, and then we have our tasks to do if we can get to it. We also have a section to write in your daily gratitude, some note-taking space, and at the bottom here we also have a little section for reminders for the following day. This notepad is printed on 100 GSM paper, and there are going to be 50 sheets per notepad, so you'll have 50 days. So another thing that I wanted to mention is that this notepad will also be available in an oops option as well. This particular notepad, which I'm using, is an oops, and the flaw that you can see here is that the chipboard got ripped off at the back there, or actually no, I think that's paper that's been glued onto the back of the chipboard. So from the front, of course, everything's perfect, but if you want to grab a bargain, these are going to be available at a slightly discounted price as well. Alright, so moving on to inserts, we have 2 new inserts that are going to be available. So these are our grid split inserts. So we have a horizontal option here on the left, as well as a vertical option here. So I've really enjoyed using these inserts over the past couple of weeks. So these inserts are so versatile, which is why I like them. So one way of using it is to divide up your notes by sections. Another way to use it is to have them as dailies, whether that be for planning or daily journaling. I feel that sometimes when dedicating a full A5 page to journaling, that it can get quite overwhelming, and I feel pressured to fill out the space, and I can feel a little bit guilty as well if I don't fill out the space. So having this as an option is quite nice. You could essentially use this as a week on 4 pages as well. So this would be a horizontal layout as opposed to the other inserts I have here, which are the vertical versions. So I am more of a vertical planner, so I would probably gravitate towards these inserts rather than these ones for planning. But of course, everyone has different planning preferences. But the way that I was using this last year, I was dating the headers here. So I would have the first day as like a weekly overview, and then I would have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it was a week to 4 pages, and I love how much room there was to plan compared to the inserts that I'm currently using, which are the vertical hourly timed, because I had so much more room. So the extra width really did help. Another way that you could use this insert is definitely for listings. If you are an avid lister like me, you could have a column for each group of lists that you make. So I'm actually going to be heading overseas to Japan in a couple of weeks. So I am definitely going to be using this to organize my packing list. So yeah, those are a couple of options that you can use these inserts for. Let's move on to the sticky notes that we are going to be releasing. So we have 2 new paper sticky notes that we are going to be releasing. So these are a updated, refreshed version of the monthly undated sticky notes and weekly undated sticky notes that you guys have loved in the past. Those have since sold out of our store, so I really wanted to come out with a refreshed look with just some updated fonts. So with the undated sticky notes, a couple of options that you can use this for is your meal planning, for example. You could also use it for your exercise plan for the week. You could use it for food food intake tracking. You could use it for a brief overview of appointments or to-dos for those weeks that just aren't super busy. On the other hand, for the monthly, a couple of options that you could use this for is if you're doing no spends for the month, you could use it for your time of the month tracker. You could also use it for habit tracking as well. So these are super versatile. I would love to know if you guys have any ideas of what else you could use these sticky notes for. Next up, we have our transparent tabbed sticky notes. So these are a great alternative to using dividers in your planner since they're so thin. And you can also color code as well. We have a couple of new colors to add, which are cloud gray, avocado, we have dusty cedar and slate, as well as rose quartz. Next up, we have a new style of transparent sticky notes. So these ones are our mushroom grid transparent sticky notes. All of the other transparent sticky notes that we have in the past have all been just plain colored sticky notes, but if you're like me and can't write straight to save your life, these gridded transparent sticky notes are a great way to keep your handwriting straight. Because the sticky notes are stacked, the grids do look a lot thicker than they actually are. So if we go ahead and put something underneath so you can see how thick the lines are. Another thing that I forgot to mention with our transparent sticky notes is that because they're not made from paper, you may find that pens such as gel pens, which I know are popular in the planning community, won't actually work on these pens. Having said that, I do have a video that goes through the different types of pens that will and won't work on transparent sticky notes, so I'll leave that up in the cards for you if that's something you're interested in. So moving on to the last two sticky notes, we have our Marshmallow tabbed flags. We have two options available. One is our narrow tabbed flags, and we also have our wide tab flags. Our narrow ones are 1 inch compared to the wide ones, which are 2 inches or 25 millimeters and 50 millimeters. So depending on your needs, you could go for either. These are a little bit different to our transparent sticky notes in that only the tabbed part is opaque, so whatever is underneath will show through there. So there we have our Marshmallow tabbed flags. So next up we have our adhesive pen loop. So this was actually a part of the Kris Kringle bundle that we had last year. It is made from PU leather and is a great addition to any notebook that doesn't already have a pen loop. You can see our beautiful monogram imprinted on the leather there. So I am super excited about this because I know I am going to be putting it in all of the notebooks that I have going forward. So speaking of notebooks, I am so excited to announce that we have our own notebook line. These are Tomoe River notebooks with grid on the inside, and the paper is 52 GSM white Tomoe River paper. So the notebooks are going to be available in 2 different sizes and 2 different colors. As you can see here, we have on the left the weeks size, and on the right here we have the pocket size. So each notebook has 196 pages of grid pages. The week size in particular has 4mm grids, whilst the pocket size has 3.7mm grids. And the reason for that is because I wanted the grids to have a certain amount of grids per line and column so that you could perfectly divide it into quarters, so that you have the flexibility of using it as a weekly horizontal layout or a weekly vertical layout, or even draw up months. We also have the center dots as well to help you mark out your layouts. So yeah, there is a slight difference in the grid spacing just because I wanted to have the perfect amount of grids in the layout. And next up we have our very first planner clip. So this is a magnetic clip and it is so versatile. You can use it as a bookmark in your notebook or agenda. You could also use it to clip journaling cards to your agenda or notebook. and it's not going to go anywhere. The other use is as a temporary pen loop for your notebook if it doesn't already have one, or if you're not using an adhesive pen loop to keep your pens in place. One thing I do want to note though is we are going to have a extremely limited quantity of these, and once we run out we are not going to be restocking, since we had a lot of issues with the quality for a number of the clips that we received in our last batch, and unfortunately I wasn't able to work out a solution with the manufacturers, so these are going to be super limited. But once I go through all of the Oops planner clips and grade them, we will have a run with Oops planner clips. But apart from that, I don't see us restocking these planner clips after they've sold out, or coming out with new colorways in the future, just because of how the quality was when we received this and how the manufacturer unfortunately handled the situation. So yeah, something to note in case you are interested in these planner clips. So another thing that we are going to be releasing is this Today page marker in the gold foiled option. So we currently only have the black ink version in the store, so I wanted to come out with a new colorway. This is going to be available in every single size that we have in store. So we have here pocket, personal wide, and FC are all the same. Half letter, mini HP and classic HP are compatible, A6 as well as A5, and essentially what it is just a great way to reference your spread quickly, so you can just pop them in like so and flip to the current week easily. The ruler has both metric and imperial units, and I just thought it was so luxe with the gold rings of our agenda. So that's a little overview of the Today page marker that's going to be coming out in gold foil. So next up we have some new frosted journaling cards or planner cards. A lot of these are affirmation cards, which are great to keep in your planner as a reminder. So let's just go through them. Let's put them against my agenda here so you can see them a bit more easily. So the first one here is "This is just the beginning and it's only going to get better from here." Next up we have "Progress, not perfection." We have "Reset, realign, restart, reclaim, reignite." We also have "I breathe in confidence and exhale fear." "A new era for me." "My power is mine. I won't give anyone the power to take it away from me." Whoops, my phone just cut out. But continuing on, we have "The universe is ready to make my dreams happen." And "I am so lucky, everything works out for me." So those are our 10 new transparent frosted planner cards. Moving on, we have our disc-bound credit card frosted albums. So these are credit card or business card sized. So it comes with the frosted covers and the discs already assembled, as well as 10 refills. Now the refills are also on the back pocket as well. So each sleeve has space for 6 items. So you could use this to organize your journaling cards. Another way of using this is to organize transparent page flags. So our transparent page flags actually fit in this super nicely, as well as any other smaller sized accessories. We are also going to have the option of purchasing additional refills as well as dividers. So these dividers are our premium frost dividers, and they come in a set of 5. And of course, if you're adding in more refills and accessories and you find that the discs aren't large enough to accommodate the refills that you have, you can also opt for larger discs, which we have available on our website. Last but not least, we have some new planner stickers available, and I'm so excited about this because I think it's been over a year since I've come out with some new stickers. If you have a sticker shop, you know how frustrating it can get to make stickers. So for the past year, my sticker machines have been sitting there as a dust magnet, but I'm so excited to be bringing out new stickers for 2024, and this is just the start. So let's go through the ones that are getting released soon. So these first 4 ones are header stickers. They were a part of our Advent calendar. We have here the days of the week in serif, mini date dots in serif, month headers in serif, and our large month serif date dots. So these are great for using your journal or for undated planners. Towards the end of last year, I was loving using them in conjunction with these vertical splits grid insert just to date the days, but they would also be perfect to use in the Tomoe River notebook as well. We also have a bunch of transparent icons. These 2 at least were available in our Kris Kringle bundle that we had at the end of last year. We have here our celebrations icons, finance icons, rubbish or trash can as you guys call it in North America. So these are really handy to remind myself of bin days. We have the birthday cake, paw print stickers, book stickers, credit card, and laundry. I also have a bunch of other ones that I'm currently working on, but if you have any suggestions on icons that you would like to see, or other types of stickers that you'd like to see come to the store, please let me know down in the comments below, as I am always open to any suggestions that you might have. So let's go ahead and summarize everything that's going to be a part of the new release. So we have 3 dashboards, 2 are in our signature milk vellum, and we also have a customizable dashboard in our regular vellum. We also have the dual pocket planner pockets in our crystal clear plastic, available in all the sizes of course. Next up, we have our planner refills. So this one is the grid vertical split. We also have the grid horizontal split option as well. Next up, we have the A6 daily agenda notepad. We also have the today page marker ruler in gold foil. Next up, we have our regular paper sticky notes in the undated weekly and undated monthly. We also have 5 colors available in our tabbed sticky notes. We also have the Marshmallow tabbed flags in wide and narrow, as well as our transparent sticky notes in mushroom grid. We've got 2 smaller accessories here, the magnetic planner clip, as well as the adhesive pen loop. We also have the Tomoe River notebooks. These are available in weeks and pocket size in the colors Toffee and Black Sesame. And the planner stickers, we've got the icons as well as the headers. We also have the frosted journaling cards. And last but not least, we have the credit card discount album with optional refills. These are all going to be available on the 17th of January at 10 a.m. Australian Central Daylight Time. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for making it to the end. I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I will see you on launch day. Bye!